Welcome to Wendy's Workshops. Today's video is teaching preschoolers the alphabet and beginning sounds. This video is meant to offer activities that parents and teachers can use to help their children acquire the basic components of reading. These components are recognized by 45 states as a part of the core curriculum standards. The activities are designed to establish the recognition and identification of the letters in the alphabet by name. Distinguish between the upper and lowercase letters. Match the correct lowercase to the uppercase letter. And say the sound associated with each individual letter. Putting the sounds together in alphabetical order or to make words that can be read are shown in the next video. Research has shown that hands-on activities build strong neural pathways in the brain. The pathways are stimulated by muscular movement, touch, color, visual perception, sound, and even smell and taste. What adult does not remember the smell of a new box of crayons or the temptation of eating those noodles or M&Ms that you were supposed to be putting onto a project? We believe that hands-on activities engage the brain and bring a broader and deeper understanding of the concept as the neurons interact and forge a strong foundation on which to build higher levels of intelligence. We have used 3 activity books from Wendy's Bookworks.com for the following activities. They are Alphabet Art, Cartoon Phonics, and Paper Plate Phonics Beginning Sounds. We start any journey toward reading by reading out loud with children. This establishes the whole concept that the letters of the alphabet are used to create words. Those words are consistent and repeatable, and can be translated. These are 3 of my favorite alphabet art books for young children. The first is from the Rabbit series by Alan Baker. I love the entire series, and this is a great book for just starting in talking about the alphabet. He uses one thing for the letter, so you see the letter, you say C is for crayon, held in Rabbit's paw. So he's got the crayon, and it's just one thing, one connection. D is for drawing, and E is for the easel to rest Rabbit's drawing on. So we have the letter, and then the letter makes a word. The word refers to something that the child sees. Great book. It's very simple. A good introduction. Then as they get the idea, you might want to add a book like Alligator Arrived with Apples. So now we've got kind of more than one thing going around, more than one thing happening. B is for bear. Bear brought banana bread, biscuits, and butter. So now we've got several words that have the same beginning sound, and we still have pictures that go with those words. To me, the great-granddaddy of alphabet books is Animalia by Graham Base. The illustrations are fabulous. And for instance, here is the great green gorillas growing grapes in a gorgeous glass greenhouse. And so you can find the green gorillas and you can find the grapes. And then there are also lots of other little things that have that same sound. So it's almost like finding Waldo. And the language is great, the illustrations are beautiful, and everybody should have this book, I think. Our first projects are from Alphabet Art. The patterns in the book are a pattern for each letter of the alphabet, uppercase and lowercase. The patterns, the pages to make the letters into the characters, and each pattern makes the character onto the letter. Each pattern page also has a picture here of what the finished thing will look like when you're done. I like to do upper and lowercase simultaneously because it establishes the same name and sound for the two letters, even though the two letters may not look alike. They have the same name, this is a D and D, and they have the same sound. These are often referred to as letter pairs. I usually copy or trace the letter patterns on colored paper. And as the child's skills improve, encouraging them to trace the letter is a great activity for visual activity, small motor skills, and spatial relationship skills. The child also colors the pattern pages and then cuts the pieces out. Let the child cut out as much of the letter and the pattern pages as possible. The scissors motion and larger arm movements establish shape and spatial relationship of the letter in the child's mind. Help them through the process as needed in the beginning. Their skills will improve with practice. If you are working one-to-one or with a small group, it is helpful to talk them through the process. For example, this is the uppercase D. It has a big curve. Maybe we should trim off a little more of that extra paper here so we can see that curve. The goal is not perfection, it is understanding. And be sure and keep the corner picture for a reference. The dialogue I use goes something like this. You chose to work with the letter D today. This is the uppercase D, and this is the lowercase d. Let's trace the letter with your hand. Are some parts of the letters the same? Then wait for the answer, and be sure and point out that both letters have a straight line. How are they different? Go through the answers and make sure you might want to point out that on the uppercase D, the curve goes from the top all the way around to the bottom. And on the lowercase d, the curve makes a complete circle about halfway down the straight line. The curves go in opposite directions. That's important when they come to reversals. What is the name of both these letters again? D. And the sound that both of these letters make? D. Can you make the sound? We can hear the sound at the beginning of the names of these two characters. What is this? This is a dog. D. Dog. And what is this? D. Dinosaur. Can you hear the beginning sound? D. In the beginning of this word. D. Dinosaur. D. Dog. Can you say the sound again? Which character would you like to work on today? For a parent, or if you're working with a small group, you can let them choose their own. In a school setting, obviously, everybody kind of needs to do the same letter so that everybody stays consistent. Let's say the child chooses the uppercase D. The dialogue might continue like this. What should we put on the D first? Oh, you want to put the nose. Where on the D shall we put the nose? Should we put it up here? Shall we put it down there? No? Okay, right there? All right. So go ahead and glue the nose onto the D. Continue the dialogue along the same lines until the character is completed. One character at a sitting is usually appropriate. Do the matching letter within the next several days so that they stay connected in the child's mind. I would like to show you the projects from A to Z. We have A for apple and astronaut, B for bear and boot, C for cat and cook, D for dog, dinosaur, E for elf and elephant. You'll notice that the vowels will be short in this group, but we've also added the long vowels. F for fox and fish, G for goose and goat, H for house and horse, I for insect and iguana. J for jack-in-a-box and jaguar, K for koala and kangaroo, L for lizard and lamp, M for mountain and monkey, N for nest, and needle, O for octopus and otter, P for pig and parrot, Q for queen and quail, R for rabbit and rooster, S for snake and seahorse, T for tiger and toucan, U for umbrella and umpire, V for vase and vest, W for wagon and wolf, X for x-ray and exercise, Y for yarn and yawn, Z for zoo and zebra. And as I said, we had requests for the long vowels. So the long vowels when they say their name. A for angel and acorn, E for eagle and easel, E for iron and ice cream, O for ocean and overalls, U for unicycle and unicorn. These letters can be placed on a scrapbook size paper and kept in a binder. They can be used as like a mobile. You can see on the bottom of these they have a little card. The alphabet art also comes with a set of alphabet flashcards. Kindergarten teachers have reported back to me over the years that both parents and children alike love the alphabet art characters. They decorate the fridge, the bedroom walls, and sometimes down a hallway at kids' eye level so they can say good morning and good night to their favorite alphabet characters. Another project I do with each letter is from Cartoon Phonics. And you can see, again, we have a large letter D. These are the pages from the book. So you have a large letter D, lowercase letter d, and these are the instructions for drawing the cartoon. Also on each page is a word or the name of the character they're making. So dog and duck. So now we're going to focus on the small motor in control controlling the pencil and the crayon. So the child will take a crayon and trace the letter, and then 3 times, we call it rainbow tracing, and then go over it with their fingers so they get the idea of how the letter is shaped. The child then looks at the instructions to make their cartoon. The instructions go from left to right and then back again to left and right. This is the way we read, so it puts it into their mind that when we're following instructions, we need to follow the sequence, and when we're reading, we go from left to right and left to right. So they will follow the directions and make their little cartoons, and then trace the word down at the bottom, and then attempt to copy the word by themselves in the space provided. This project builds the skills of holding a pencil, focusing on controlling a pencil and a crayon, and visual discrimination. It encourages the concept of reading from left to right and following directions. And now we are beginning to add to their vocabulary. The next project from paper plate phonics adds words to their vocabulary. This project is done by taking a paper plate, and half a paper plate, and stapling here around the edge so that it makes a pocket. You can see the pocket here, right here. Okay. These are the pages in the book. You can see we kind of have a header picture, this dolphin. We have uppercase letters, lowercase letters. We have a picture and a word for the D, and then also included in each group are 2 that don't fit. However, if you look at the beginning letter, the B and the F, they tend to look a lot like the lowercase d. So again, we're using our discrimination and listening for the sound. So does bison sound like this dog? No, so it does not go in the pocket. You can combine the letter from alphabet art and the letters and pictures from paper plate phonics and decorate a D with pictures and letters with the same sound. Some of the other activities you can do are to put several paper plates together like a little book, and all of the words and pictures in one baggie, and now they have to sort into 3 different categories. We encourage them to go from the picture, but if they are stuck, then they can look at the word and see the letter that it begins with. And so subliminally, they are also picking up more activity and learning what the word looks like. That words all look differently. Some have an outline that might go up and down and across and up and down and across. Some might go down, up, and across. So it's giving them the idea that words look different from one another, and they have different meanings from one another. You can also collect the extra letters and let them start making words of their own. They love to do this because now all of a sudden they're making words that they can read. By using these 3 projects, we have practiced some gross motor skills with alphabet art, focused on fine motor skills with cartoon phonics, and added vocabulary and concept depth with paper plate phonics. The child will recognize the letters upper and lower case, know the associated sound, and will be ready to read. There are several often conflicting ideas about the order of learning the letters. If you are a parent or work with small groups, I like to let the children choose which letter they're going to make, because the choice helps them engage in the project. They often want to start with the first letter in their name, which makes it even more meaningful. Some children just like a particular letter best. It is pleasing to them and encourages interaction. Teachers should use that whatever system is being used by their district. Thank you for being with us today and watching our video. We hope you will have a great time learning the alphabet with your children.